more you look, the more you saw there was a lot more damage. But I couldn't care less. I mean, we're fine, we're okay.
An explosion felt for miles. Royal Oak neighbors still shocked over how this could happen. Workers are combing through the debris right now, and 7 Action News has learned that federal investigators are collecting evidence at the home that blew up on Cooper Avenue.
We have team coverage of the deadly blast. 7 Action News reporter Kim Russell spoke with neighbors who are still shaken today.
Well, we begin with Tom Waite, who has the latest on the investigation. And Tom, what kind of evidence is being gathered there?
Well, Joanne and Glenda, we just got an update a few minutes ago from Consumers Energy, and they are very much collecting evidence at this point. This whole neighborhood still on lockdown, as you can see. The scene here very active. They've got a lot of police and a lot of investigators here at the scene. Let's get to some fresh video aerials that we shot a few minutes ago of the explosion site here on Cooper, not far from 14 Mile. And you can see from this area how the home is pretty much completely gone. It was leveled when that explosion happened. Of course, we have one man dead. Very sad, a 58-year-old man who has not been identified. The NTSB here on the scene investigating as well, as you mentioned. That's because this involves gas lines. And so they're here to make sure that they collect the evidence that they need to see if they can determine a cause. As you can imagine, right now, there is no cause. Let's go to some video of yesterday when this explosion happened. You can see these massive flames coming up from the neighborhood. A lot of people very frightened by what they saw. Take a listen to what Consumers Energy is saying at this hour about their investigation.
We were part of a civic improvement plan. We were replacing the main on this street, and our crews were working, shortly before the incident happened. Whether or not that it ties into the investigation, that's all part of our investigation. What we're starting to do this morning is collect evidence. We want to get to that gas meter at the home that exploded, possibly take pipe sections out, gather the gas appliances, and once we find them, we're going to document everything with photos, carefully remove everything. It gets specially packaged and sent to a lab for further investigation.
Sidewalk. And I'm back here live right now. I understand they're excavating the sidewalk right now. Can we talk to you real quick? Is it okay?
No,
okay. All right, so I've got consumers here telling me that they are excavating the sidewalk over there, and that's the activity that you see right now on your screen. And that, of course, goes to part of the investigation, making sure they understand where or if there was a leak here. Consumers Energy not saying right now what timeline they may have for letting people back in their homes, because as you can see, this neighborhood is taped off. People cannot go back into their houses at this point. And as far as hotels, they are still helping people out with a hotel in Troy. But right now, a very tough scene here as they try to get to the bottom of this. Reporting live in Royal Oak, I'm Tom Waite, 7 Action News. Glenda, back to you.
All right. Thank you, Tom, for that update.
And streets near the blast site are shut down right now to make it easier for crews to prepare for rebuilding of this area here. 7 Action News reporter Kim Russell spoke to neighbors who got a closer look at their homes today, and they discovered the damage is worse than they thought.
The blast happened here on Cooper Avenue, but the damage, it can be seen a block or even blocks away. Dozens of people are dealing with damage, but they say they know it could have been much worse.
I feel horrible that there was loss of life at all. But yeah, we're lucky. Everybody's lucky. Damage is damage that can be fixed.
Jackie Loduca is keeping the family of her 58-year-old neighbor killed yesterday in her thoughts. She is amazed and grateful that more people weren't hurt. After all, she lives about a block away from the home that exploded Wednesday, and she and her daughter keep finding more damage to their home.
By the ceiling, there's a long 6-foot crack, 6-foot window went. Window separated from the walls.
My side room where I normally sleep, all my glasses blown out of the window. It's a little scary.
I'm right around the corner. Could have been my house. Thank God I wasn't home at the time. It's frightening, It could hit at any time. It can hit anywhere.
Adam Roos is trying to wrap his mind around the physics of the blast. It knocked one wall of his garage off its foundation, but left others in place. Some windows shattered, sending glass throughout his home, while others are fine.
We have no power. We have several windows missing, no heat. I don't know. I'd like to hear an explanation, I guess, as to what happened.
All of the neighbors I spoke to, they say they really want to send out the word that Royal Oak Police and Fire did a great job. As a matter of fact, Royal Oak Police, they were out here overnight, making sure that no one broke into any of these now vacant homes. In Royal Oak, Kim Russell, 7 Action News.